just like something I want to document. Just look at my toes. I didn't show you before, but they're looking all wrinkly. And I was seeing what happened on my skin and thinking that it was because I was getting dehydrated. Don't judge my ripped up outside shoes for walking the dog. But I think it is actually just because I am losing weight. Okay, we have a helper. I sprayed this with hand sanitizer so that you can't come for me. But my box came today. So we're gonna open it. Watch out, Boo. It's danger for you. I think that's the only place it was taped. Cool. Sorry. Scratchy throat. Your treatment journey. Put that. Electrolyte. Oh, cool. From Element. You don't need to see that. It's a blood glucose and ketone tester. Finger prick style. It comes in a neat bag. It's a nice, actual nice canvas bag. What do we got here? Kind of hard to do one-handed. No. Okay. So we've got... Oh, this is just what you buy from the store. Bouillon cubes. Vegetable. Ugh, okay. What we got here? Ooh, magnesium. Chloride. Oh, I'll take that one. That's the other one I'm taking. The lancets for my finger prick thing. Ooh, alcohol prep pads for the same thing. My mom being diabetic kind of helps me know what's up with those. Okay, that's the glucose and ketone meter. Chicken bouillon. That's literally the store brand from the store I go to. Test strips. Here's our sample pack from Element. I'm excited for that, honestly. What's in here? Okay. Oh, that's cool. And then a food scale. And so this must be the actual scale. Oh gosh, yep, and I buried the knife. Watch out, Carver Darver. This is like a fancy scale, I believe. Oh my gosh. Sorry I dropped it. I was trying to do this all on one tape, but one-handed is kind of hard. Pat towards your buddy, not yourself. Oh my goodness. They do not want me to get into this thing. There we go. No, where's the batteries? Ooh. And here's my fancy scale. So I'll give you a follow-up when I do my first stuff in the morning. I forgot to show you the tag on this bag, and I thought that was really funny. Here's the flavors that came in that sample pack. So orange salt, raw unflavored, raspberry salt, watermelon salt, grapefruit salt, citrus salt, mango chili, or watermelon salt, and chocolate salt. So interesting to try them. 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, 60 milligrams of enzyme, sugar. Okay, real quick, I want to talk about tomorrow being October 1st, which is technically my start date for this Virta health thing. I was really mad in the last video, not mad, but just like frustrated and irritated and thinking maybe I shouldn't bother. But actually, ever since then, I've had a super good experience. My nurse practitioner reached out to me was very apologetic, even though it wasn't her fault. She went out of her way to make me feel comfortable and told me a lot of good information, and I talked to my health coach on the same day and we had a good conversation and things have been good. And I've been in, my girl dog is humping my boy dog's face. What a stupidity. Anyway, we've been talking in depth on the app through the messenger part of the app. I'm really happy with where things are, so I'm going to keep going with this. To set myself up for success, I have this little bento box thing that I got off of Temu like 2 years ago that I never started using until Friday. I'll try to remember to turn the camera on tomorrow when I'm packing my lunch. I got hair in my eyebrow, and show you how I'm going to set up. I pack my snack and my lunch in there and then pop that all into my Fitness Pal and things are good to go. And in my purse, I'm sorry, technically it's a bag. A purse is a tiny little thing that you keep coins in. So in my bag, gosh, the sun, sorry, my bag, I'm going to just keep, I picked the chicken one because I hate the veggie one anyway, but a thing of broth in my bag so that I have it on me, because you're supposed to drink a mug in the morning and a mug in the afternoon, and that's to keep your electrolytes up. That's also why they gave me a magnesium supplement, which I was already taking one, but I'm going to take this one because it's like their approved one, even though she said my other one would be okay, but this one seems to be a little more dialed in, so that's fine. I talked to her about not really caring for salts. I don't like to salt my food, and she said if I just try to keep up on the 2 mugs of broth a day, that the salt that just comes in food prepackaged, however, like in your cheese, in your seasoning, and generally in like prepackaged things, should be enough, even though I don't necessarily, I do a lot of my own cooking. Okay, first time on the new scale. 28.6. Okay, I missed you for just a sec because I thought I had to pair this first, but I knew I would need my phone. So we are on this step. We pulled this off the battery thing. This turned on, is flashing 24H. Open the Virta app and press the button that says pay your meter. So now I have to shut you off and then I'll come back. Okay, so it says it's automatically paired, but I don't see that it is doing anything. And that's annoying. You saw on the screen we had to confirm that, oops, that serial number was the same. And it was. It took me a minute to figure out that my Bluetooth wasn't turned on. See, it says your meter should now be connected to the Virta app. The date and time of your device will automatically update the date and time on your Virta meter. Your meter is ready to use. For information on setting up your meter and instructions on how to test, please scan the QR code below or reach out to patient support. Why? Sometimes that stuff they do is stupid. Okay, I'm going to scan this QR code and I'll be right back. I stayed up way too late last night looking for my tripod and I can't find it, so I think this is the view you're going to get of us doing this. So here's the meter. It's not paired because I don't know why. I have to wash my hands. Watch out, Baba. Okay, we're supposed to wash and dry our hands first. We need to set all our supplies. So we need an alcohol swab, glucose test strips, and a ketone test strip. Now we're getting a sterile lancet so I can poke a hole in my finger and get blood out. They don't give you the actual instructions like somewhere you can read them. So again, I have to turn this thing on because it doesn't stay on, which is irritating. I don't have patience for this morning, but I need to get it done, so. Okay, so we're supposed to start with glucose, which I think's the red one. Yep. And they color code the strips for you too, so that's good. The strip looks like this. I know there's a lot of blur. There's like a thing, the blood goes in on this side and this side goes into the meter. So you put it in to that port, which has a little light on it even if you can't tell. Okay, and it's firmly in the port. Now's the time for, and so then we wait for the blood drop to be flashing. You can't see a damn thing. See the blood drop flashing on that meter? It's flashing. Oh, this is the part I don't like. So now we gotta, oops, first we gotta alcohol swab. We're gonna use my ring finger on my left hand because it said the ring finger and the pinky finger are better fingers, even though I remember always using my middle finger. You have to let that dry. We're 3 minutes from start to finish for this. So, now this paper towel's here because we gotta wipe away the first drop of blood, but you take the lancet. And I thought there was a device to jab this in your finger with, but I guess there is not. Oh, there is. I just didn't see it yet. Whoopsies. No, I probably screwed that up. Okay. Remove the device cap and collar, and connecting collar by holding and turning the connecting collar counterclockwise. Oh, you make it too hard. And then you put the little guy in there. Okay. I should have not taken the top off of that first. Okay. So that's it, cap off, which we already did because I'm an idiot. Okay. It's locked into place. The little pokey's ready to make me cry. So there's a button here. We're going to squeeze our We're going to hold it. This makes me want to puke every time my mom does it to me, or I have to do it. You squeeze, you push the button. Ooh, I got it. Ooh, that was not bad. I mean, it stings, but so I'm not a bleeder, so you wipe away the first drop. I went too early. This is going to suck. I'm going to have to re-prick my stupid finger. Okay, you can get a good drop of blood. Sorry, I should have warned you. There's blood here. And then you hold it to this. And you let it do its thing. Can you hear my dog drinking his water? I'm going to stop and read instructions while we're waiting on this. Actually, there's a freaking book in here. Yeah, so we went so long, that was not 3 minutes, by the way, that the damn thing just turned off instead, which really irritates me. I'm not into this. I'm about to give up because I got things I got to do. Probably think I'm a big baby, but it makes me no less than furious when technology that's supposed to simply work doesn't work. This thing won't Bluetooth connect to my phone, even though it's no fault of mine. And so I can't get a reading. And now I'm out of time. I have to actually do work stuff. So since this is not a life or death situation, and I'm not going to prick my finger again, I'm gonna just unload this thing. I'll try again tomorrow. But I'm going to show you how I pack my food. My brother got myself and himself, I don't know why I said that like that, these are called Helix, I think. I don't know. I'll find a link. These are shakers that don't have a ball or anything that go in them, and they work really good. Need a measuring cup and a little spatula because heavy cream is thick. So this is my breakfast, and it is heavy cream, 1/4 cup. trying to get my glucose meter to work. And since protein powder tastes disgusting in hot coffee, we're going to put ice in it. I bet that's really loud, so I'm sorry. Fresh brewed coffee. I'm going to put mostly coffee. I bet that much. I bet it says on here how much that is. Okay, that's probably like 18 ounces of coffee because it's halfway between the 16 and the 20 mark. This is a 20-ounce cup. So then we're going to put our 1/4 cup of cream. I measure the cream because I'm measuring my food now. And then, sorry it's dark over here. When we move, it'll be lighter. This is the protein powder I have right now, and it is awesome. So a serving of this is 2 scoops, and this makes like the best, most delicious iced coffee in the universe. So we put 2 full scoops in it, and then we shake it up, and that's that with that one. And then I sip on it until it's gone, which is usually about 10. The total carbohydrates in 2 scoops is 4 grams. That's really good. The only problem I have with Premier Protein, which is my absolute favorite protein powder brand, is that they use soluble corn fiber, and I'm allergic to corn. So that's way far down on the ingredients list, so I've got myself superficially convinced that that's okay. Oh, hello, little doggies. I have this little bento box I got off of Temu, and it only stacks one way, which is kind of frustrating. And it has a spoon and a fork that has a crappy knife and chopsticks. And then I thought this was a separator to separate the little sections, but it doesn't work on any of them, so I guess it's probably just a chopstick holder. So we're going to get out our scale from Virta, our food scale. And we need 1 ounce of almonds. And these are just whole shelled, roasted, unsalted almonds. They say an ounce is about 23 almonds, but I'm just going to weigh it. That's what I did yesterday too. This is a homegrown grape tomato that's huge. So instead of like 3 to 5 grape tomatoes, I'll have 1. So the almonds and that tomato and maybe one, wow, it's too big for the thing. I've been doing celery sticks with cream cheese, and that's really yummy. Just use a tablespoon of cream cheese. I have some sausage. I'm really irritated that I got up super early to do that, and now I'm behind. But I said I would film this, and I'm filming it, and I want it to be true to the day. Some of this stuff I usually do the night before, but I wasn't feeling it last night. Least favorite cutting board in the whole world, but it's the one I grabbed. A steak knife, because in the mornings I don't make good decisions, I guess. I have 3 big stalks of celery, and I'm just trimming the edges off, and then I'm going to cut those in half so that they fit in my little bento box. So they're this big, 3. I got 6 of those. And a tablespoon of cream cheese, maybe a tablespoon and a half. I was going to fill all that up. Makes a good snack. It's not very aesthetic. Some people put everything bagel seasoning in it. I think people put everything bagel seasoning on too much stuff, and it makes it icky. So that's it. Next, I have some soft-boiled ramen eggs that I will put the recipe either in the description in my blog and link it in the description or on the screen. But I make these myself, and they're really, really good. And you don't have to do soft-boiled. You can do hard-boiled if you're a lunatic. But I have 1 egg. And then this is the last half of my meal from last night that I didn't eat. So it probably equals out to be a 1/4 cup of ground beef, a sprinkle of shredded cheese, and a little bit of cream cheese just to bind it. And I got out extra ground beef because I thought I was going to want more, but I actually don't think I do. Okay, so we're putting a tablespoon of butter. Oops, I tried to show you, but it fell in there. I still can't find my tripod, but I wanted to show you that I figured out the glucose, or the blood stick thing, glucose or ketones. I know exactly what I was doing wrong as far as why I wouldn't read my blood. I was putting the blood on top instead of letting the little strips suck it up, which is what you're supposed to do, and I knew that, so I don't know why I was doing it wrong. I still can't get it to pair to my phone. It will after the fact, so I guess that's good enough. So, even though it says it goes off in 3 minutes, it actually goes off in like a minute, like 1 minute, so I'm going to get everything set up ahead. Oh, I guess that turns it on. That's what I get for trying to be efficient. but it knows that it's a glucose stick or a ketone stick, so that's cool. So we take this apart. We don't take the top off the needle yet. Pop it in there. It primes or whatever. Take the lid off. Save it. Put this thing back on. Turn it. I set it to 2. I think I'll use my pinky today. I know, oh God, don't get ahead of yourself. I know for a fact you're supposed to not use the same spot every day. That would be dumb. It would hurt all the time. So, alcohol, swab, scrub-a-dubby. I just washed my hands before this, but you wash your hands first. And then I have a paper towel here too that you can't see to wipe off the first drop of blood and keep everything kind of clean. So in the meantime, when you load your strip, it looks like this, and then there's a little blood drop that flashes. Oh, sorry about the noise. I forgot the dryer was going. And that means it's ready for you to do your thing. So, you do good by like giving it a little squeeze, getting some blood to the end, and then just prick off kind of to the side. Firm pressure, hit the button, and then, oh yeah, that was a good bleeder. The first drop, oops, I guess you just drip it off, wipe it off, and then, because the first drop's going to get through or wash off whatever's still on the skin, and then you like let it suck the blood up from the end, and then it'll read it, and I'll tell you what my reading is. 95. Yesterday it was 105. Cool. Now we're going to load the ketone strip. Oops, I forgot you're actually supposed to use the ejector to take the strips out. Whoops. So same thing, now it knows it's ketones and it has a blood drop flashing, which means it's ready. So I'm going to clean that extra blood off and get a new one. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I think, yeah, I'm still bleeding plenty, so now we're going to do that. Yesterday my ketones were 0.7, which just means I was in nutritional ketosis. Anything 0.5 and above is in nutritional ketosis. It's like 0.5 to 3 or something, and then above that's like a problem, but it's hard to get above that. And I'm 0.5, so I must have had more carbs yesterday than I thought or something. So cool. So then I already tossed my alcohol swab, but what I've been doing is cleaning my finger off with it. Oh well, I'll just wash my hand. So then you unload this guy. You take your cap that you saved, you put it back over your needle because I need to get a needle jug. I'll just get a jug from work, but a Sharps jug, and then you can pull it out and then put the cap back on. You do that to protect others, basically. Once it's in the trash, you don't want it to, I pulled that strip out again. There's a thing that you push here that ejects them. But anyway, you don't want your pokies to get somebody else. Same with if you were injecting insulin or something, which I do not. Which is